A group of Egyptian tour guides began a visit to embassies in Cairo whose citizens died in the tragic hot air balloon crash that occurred in Luxor on Tuesday. And as CCTV's Adel El Mahroui tells us, the accident flags warnings of more damage to Egypt's barely surviving tourism industry.
Egyptian tourist guides decided to launch a two-day tour to 4 embassies in Cairo to pay their respect for the death of their citizens in Luxor's air balloon crash. China and Japan's embassies were on the first day, UK and France on the second.
I'm very much moved by what the minister did and what the tour leaders of a tour operation and the tour agencies did. And I think that the measures will be taken to avoid such an incident from taking place again. I do believe that the ties between China and Egypt are strong ones.
Our reaction is people to people. It's the people of Egypt to the people of China. It's an absolute condolence coming to the people of China. We felt that we are the tour guides, we work in this industry, and we get affected so badly.
Luxor was Egypt's last resort in safe tourism, particularly that Cairo and Sinai, the main destinations for tourists, are currently witnessing political turbulences. People working in the industry witnessed some cancellations in future trip after the crash and expect more. However, tourists in Luxor say otherwise.
I feel sorry for the families, and an accident is an accident, so.
It didn't affect the stay, but it was just sad to see, young lives taken, really. We viewed it as an accident. Just feel sad for Egypt, really, because as tourists, we always feel safe here. And we come back here many, many times. But we can see it's affected, tourists already. But for the whole of Luxor, really, we can see the people of Luxor are always, very greeting, but very sad at this moment and worried about the tourists keeping away. But we come here many times with our friends, and it won't affect us.
A season that was once used to be fully booked now barely have 30% occupancy, and the crash comes with more threats to decrease that percentage. But local residents and tourists here believe that as long as the cause of the accident is not intentional, then tourism might flourish once again in Egypt.
Initial investigations showed that while the balloon was landing, the gas tube was cut, putting the flow out of control. It then escalated rapidly until an explosion happened and the balloon burst.
The balloon had a valid license. He did not board over his 20 passengers maximum capacity. So the main cause is probably accidental. However, I cannot confirm this while investigations are ongoing.
Immediately after the crash, Luxor governor froze all air balloon activities and announced that it will return within a month. For 2 years, Egypt's tourism has been suffering. Occupancies were as low as 3%. Now, after it started rising, the crash threatens another dive. Adel El Mahroui, CCTV, Cairo.